guys, Football Manager 21 is finally upon us. The beta's just downloaded. I've just had a quick look round it, created my manager, and we're about to get stuck in. There's a lot of changes this year. Changes to the match engine, better decision making from players, and we're going to be testing it all out on this beta with Tottenham Hotspur. And our series this year today is to do, and this is going to be massive for us. It's going to be really good. So what we're going to do first and foremost today is just going to be a little pilot. We're going to get to know the squad a little bit, jump into our first press conference, which has all changed this year, and see how it looks and how it feels and what the first impressions are. Let's get stuck in. So just a quick one on our manager build. So normally what we do is I would start at the very bottom with nothing and build my way up to Tottenham or a club to the size of Tottenham. Obviously for the beta we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be starting at the top. So we're going to do it suggested based on Tottenham because I feel that's probably the fairest way to do it. We don't want to be managing these top class players with no badges and no attributes. So that's what we're going to be starting. I wanted you to see that, and obviously it's very similar to the previous years. You can go for a disciplinarian, or these are a little bit different, knowledgeable, tactician, taskmaster. So we're just going to go on default, but a very balanced manager. But I wanted you to see that before we got in to being welcomed to the club. So this is it then. So Tottenham have today confirmed the appointment of Lewis Crutchley as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 27-year-old who's recently spent time away from club football and he's sure to face plenty of questions when he first addresses the media. Now, a 3-year deal on 150 grand a week, and we will replace Jose Mourinho. Now, why have I took on Tottenham? Because I'm a big Jose Mourinho fan, and I genuinely think that he has built a side this year that could win the title. And I feel he's the man that is going to bring success to Spurs. And I love the squad they've got. If you've watched the All or Nothing documentary, that were fantastic. But this is going to be, then this is why I picked the team. On the back of that, I feel that we can do something very special with Tottenham. Whether it's 1 year or 2 years, well, the beta's out until the full game starts. So it's going to be a real good challenge for us. Something we can get us teeth into, and something that I hope you really enjoy watching at home. So obviously I like the reputation, etc, etc. This all looks very similar to Football Manager 20. Media prediction of 6th. Steve Itchen is the director of football with João Sacramento as the assistant manager. A very big reputation club, obviously. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, one of probably the best stadiums in the world now. The Hotspur Way, state-of-the-art training facilities, youth facilities, and good recruitment. Good youth recruitment, sorry. So there's a lot to like about the club. And the team, what is most like to like about this club is this team we've got on our hands. So it's going to be basically Lloris, Reguilon, who I really like, who he's brought in from Real Madrid, Doherty, good solid signing, Lascelles, Højbjerg and Dombele. I mean, and that front three, salivating at the thought of playing with this front three in this new match engine. Gareth Bale, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. We know what they're doing in real life. Kane and Son, and they're just tearing it up at the moment. There's going to be a lot of fun to be had with this. But this looks very similar. Obviously, his key player is Harry Kane and his captain is Hugo Lloris. Looks very similar to Football Manager 20, as does the club culture and the 5-year plan. But nothing too untoward. Sign English players, sign players for the future, play attacking football. Trust me, we're going to be playing attacking football. So there's a lot to like. Now, there's all these inductions. Now, we're not going to go into all these today. What I do think is a little bit different with these. They're all scheduled for different days. Tactics induction, we're going to go through all that. We'll have a little look at the squad as well in this first episode, and we'll just go through them probably off camera and get you into the real juicy bits, because that's why you're here. So we're going to schedule a press conference. We'll have an intra-squad friendly, obviously, and advice from the backroom staff, so that's all okay. We'll just save that. You don't need to see that, which you won't do. So let's have a look. I'll now go through, have a look at some bits and bobs and bring you back for the most important bits. So this is something a little bit different. So before, when you used to get introduced to the squad, you just had a few options like, I think we can do this season, or I'm new to management, etc. This is a little bit different. So I've just walked into the players meeting where they're going to meet me for the first time. Ben Davies and Hugo Lloris are very happy to see me. Eric Dyer's slightly positive. Nobody looks really not happy to see me. So here we go then. I wanted to take the chance to introduce myself, so we'll go through this. Agreeable, right. Overall meeting atmosphere is interesting. So, what have I got to choose from here? So, here we go. I'll be making improvements in goal. I'm not interested in that. Youth and transfers, we're not really interested in that because we don't really need to make that many improvements. I think the squad's good enough with what we've got. So, I don't want to make any... Right, okay. I'm not sure where we all stand now. I'd expected some clear promises to be made. Right. I'm very positive about our I think we can qualify for the Champions Cup. So I think that's reasonable. I think we can qualify for the Champions League. Let's try that. That's pleased everybody. Quite clearly, that was quite a good thing. Now, we've got this at the bottom here. This is a little bit different. So, I'm going to say, pump fists. Do you know what I mean? Yes. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Brilliant. Hugo Lloris is saying, come on, guys, we can qualify for the Champions Cup. That's wonderful. What else? I mean, I'm quite happy to leave it there. So I think we should quit while we're ahead. Right, I'll also be aiming to reach the final of the Euro Cup. Okay. I think we can do that. That's good with me also. Hugo Lloris has accepted. Hugo Lloris seems to like me, so Hugo's going to be my captain. That's why he's on the thumbnail, because I knew he was going to be a good guy. I'll also be aiming to win the FA Cup this season, or I'll be aiming to reach the final of the FA Cup. I think that's a sensible target. Hugo Lloris, speaking for the club, speaking for the rest of the squad. We'll fist pump that. That's exactly what I was after. Code of conduct. Hugo again, he's content. So obviously, it's clear to see from early doors your captain plays quite an important role in these team meetings. So raise hands. That's a great response. Thank you. And that's brilliant. So everybody's left that meeting encouraged. Everybody's morale's gone up. But what a better experience that is, because you're looking at individual players. So say Dele Alli weren't interested, I'd note that. So that's really good and something very different. We're fine with the lack of promises. They're largely happy with the expectations. That's all really good. And we'll leave the meeting. So that's wonderful. Everybody's happy. As are we. Fantastic stuff. Right then, and now, after we've done the players' meeting, we're now into meeting the media. Now, as we know, the media are never the kindest. Well, to some people they are, to some people they're not. So this will be really interesting. Again, a very different type of media press conference. Normally you just get the basics. And to be honest with you, I just clicked on the second one most of the time, unless it were a big game. But this looks very different. So, we're going to kick off, starting the press conference with this gentleman here, Chanda Mwamba. How does it feel to be Tottenham manager? So we'll smile warmly and we will sound very proud. Many people think Tottenham's wage budget is simply too small. I wouldn't agree with that necessarily. I don't think it would be helpful to demand more now. So I disagree with him. Yeah, absolutely. What attracted me to Tottenham? I don't like using the word massive because that's just not correct. What else have we got? So, Birkin Akar, he wants to know, was there anything that gave you any doubt of this was the right job? Absolutely not. None whatsoever. The facilities at the club are fantastic. I'm smiling warmly. I'm, putting on the smile in this press conference. Absolutely delighted with the facilities. We've all seen on that. We've all seen on that All or Nothing how good the facilities are at Tottenham Hotspur, so we've nothing to complain about here. The press conference atmosphere is still encouraged. Command respect in the dressing room. Outstretched arms, I think we will have. Point finger or shake head. I will shake the head and say I've already met with the players and there aren't any problems so far. Which there are not. Your playing career was a huge success at this level. Well, I mean, I look like a professional footballer, don't I? I wish. So your playing career was a huge success at this sort of level. Do you think your experience will aid the transition? Smile warmly. Yeah, I believe it will. I can tell Harry Kane to, bang him in. I were a centre-half, so I really can't tell Harry Kane how to score goals. But I can tell Eric Dyer how to stop him scoring goals. That's important. So what else have we got? Does the Tottenham squad have enough quality? Absolutely. Absolutely. Outstretched arms. We've fantastic squad here. I have smiled warmly. A new manager, time for optimism, a fresh start. I've already seen a willingness to work. I certainly have. What role can they play? We won't be able to achieve anything without the fans. I don't believe you can. How far do you think you can take this club? We need to aim high and set ambitious targets. Absolutely. What else have we got? How hard do you expect to work the players on the training ground? I'm gonna open arms, disarming manner, point finger, assertively. We need to work smarter, not harder. I can appreciate that. Look at that. That pleased everybody. Everybody enjoyed that one. Even the press officers enjoyed that answer. Will you be looking to write Sergio Reguilon to be a focal point of this team? I wouldn't suggest that he's going to be a focal point. Absolutely, Hugo Lloris will remain captain. And why do I feel this should feel strengthening? I'm not prepared to talk about that. I don't feel we do need to strengthen. I'll be honest with you, I don't think we need to strengthen this side whatsoever. You have taken charge when it's expected Son Heung-min will leave the club. Son Heung-min won't be leaving the club. There's got to be a degree of trust. It often says that different managers will favour different competitions. I might go for the cups a little bit, so that's something. It depends. We'll have to see. So again, we continue to the sunroom. This is a little bit different again. So I think there was a slightly positive reaction. So fair enough. Notable highlights was how does it feel to be the new Tottenham manager? Well, it were a pretty good question, weren't it? Press conference seems to have had the following effect on the listed journalists. So Adam Coates has got no relationship with her. Fair play. So I think now what we'll do is I'll just have a quick look at building a tactic and what I think our first 11 is going to be. Very, very early doors. And then we'll come back and round off this first pilot, really. So guys, this is me tactic. This is what I had in mind when we were thinking about Football Manager 21 and what tactic I were going to play with Tottenham for the beta. This was the team that I had in mind. There's a few little tweaks I might have. We might not play a Gegenpress. I've just stuck that on. This is going to be my formation. We're going to have a look at the style and we'll tweak it to what I think as we go through the friendlies. I think we've got an intra-squad friendly, but then we've got Anderlecht. So we'll build through pre-season and decide what we're going to do. But initially, this is a team that I would pick. If I were playing now, this is the team I would pick. So it would be Lloris in goal. A back four of Reguilon, Dyer, Alderweireld and Doherty. Højbjerg and Sissoko in the middle. Lo Celso as the number 10. With Bale on the right, Son on the left and Kane up front. Now, I might put Lucas Moura on the right, bring Bale on. We've got a wealth for attacking options, so there's a lot to be happy about. But that's the initial team that I'm thinking of. Obviously, we're going to kick off against... Who are we going to kick off against? We're going to kick off against Leeds, believe it or not. Which is going to be a nice game for me to kick off with. So Leeds will be the first game, followed by Wolves, Burnley, and then Sheffield United. Now, I tell you what, that is not a bad start. Really not a bad start from a Tottenham point of view. Then we've got Liverpool, which is his first real big game of the season. So I think, guys, that's going to be it. That's where we're going to leave it. We've got a lot of things to check out. We've got a team report. We've obviously got cracking players. And that's where we're going to leave it for this first episode. So what will happen now is I'm going to play through the pre-season, tweak the tactics, get the squad ready, and we will bring you back for the first game of the season. Can you believe that Football Manager 21 is finally here? Bit of a note for what's going to happen on here now. So Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays is going to be when the videos are released at 5:30 on the evening. So Wednesday's episode will be released at 5:30 for the pilot for this one, and Fridays will be the first games of the season. We're also going to be doing some Twitch as well in between that, so make sure you follow on Twitch as well. And yeah, like and subscribe if you are excited for Football Manager 21. The beta is finally here, and we shall see you for the first game of the season against Dirty Leeds. See you later.